Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and today's video is inspired by myself, and this is a formal apology to the Sims 4 team, purely because last week I actually put out a tweet, and this tweet read, "My first pet stuff really was the last nail in the coffin when it came to lacking stuff packs. I've been impressed ever since Moschino." Like I said, a couple of the Sims team saw this tweet, replied to it, which was very lovely of them, and it definitely came off a little bit harsher than I intended it to. This tweet wasn't to say that I haven't enjoyed any pack before my first pet stuff. That is not the case. However, I do stand by what I said, and I do think that the packs have actually increased in quality dramatically since Moschino. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to give a little bit of context to that tweet and basically go on a journey, have a little wonder and see what we've gone from, where we started and where we're up to now and how we got here, because honestly, it's intriguing to me how much stuff packs have actually changed from 2014 to now being in 2021 and paranormal stuff being around the corner. So obviously the first pack that was released, I'm assuming back in 2014, maybe it was 15, it was probably 15, but I'm not too sure, was the Sims 4 luxury party stuff. Your Sims are getting fancy with the Sims 4 luxury party stuff. Throw a luxurious party with a variety of extravagant decor. Extravagant is pushing it, I'm gonna throw that one out there. Upgrade your Sims wardrobes with dazzling gowns and chic formal wear with the all-new buffet table. Hands down, one of the only items I use in this game. I'm not gonna go through every single pack individually because I have all the objects that I want to show you, but you can see the items that came with this pack. The only things I really use out of this pack are the female tagged suit because it's the best fitting suit that we have for female bodied Sims. Also this dress, I use a couple of the hairstyles sometimes, and then most of it is just makeup, which I personally never touch. This was the build and buy mode. So obviously the two new interactable items that we hadn't had in the game are the fountain and also the buffet table. I will hold my hands up and say I use these very frequently whenever I have my Sims host a wedding or a social event and Sims are coming around and I don't want to hire a caterer because sometimes it's a little bit of a ball ache. I will just have my Sim cater with a buffet table. All the other stuff, I do not touch it. It does not exist in my mind. And then we go to Nifty Knitting. Nifty Knitting was obviously the latest release. Grab your yarn and knitting needles. In the Sims 4 Nifty Knitting Stuff Pack, Sims can craft their own clothes, toys, and knittable home decor. Boom! Already we're getting that big gameplay tie-in. This is how the packs have improved. They tie in with the gameplay so much, and it really does feel like the team have gone all out, especially in the last 3 packs. Young and old Sims, kids can knit. Never happened before in a stuff pack, minus kids' room stuff, I guess. Sims alike can take their seat in their new rocking chair and start creating. When you're done, rock your handcrafted styles or sell them on the new online shopping platform Plopsy. Stuff pack features, get nitty with it, prepare to rock on your new rocking chair, shop online with Plopsy. All 3 of those things. Did you see how the old stuff packs used to sell themselves by being hey, we have one new interactable item that you can play with, and then we also have some fun creator sim and some dazzling build and buy mode? No, now we get 3 gameplay features listed. 3 of them. Before we get onto this section of the video, I do just want to talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, I have an army of Furbies on my jumper, okay? It says Furby Squad, they're Furbies. Okay, 90s kids, let's move on. So I've created these 2 Sims. She doesn't have any skills that pertain to any of the stuff packs that I'm going to be talking about, especially the perfect party, or I can't even remember what it's called, that is bad. However, this dude, our nifty knitting model over here, he actually has the aspiration that came with nifty knitting, which is Lord of the Knit. He also has the unlockable trait that you get from completing that, which is sacred knitting knowledge. And he's also, well, he's not in the career because I didn't get him into it, I forgot. But he would be in the photo freelancer career if I had thought that far ahead. That actually came with Moschino stuff. And he also has the knitting skill. Boom. A level 10 skill in a stuff pack. So what I've actually done here on this bright sunny lot in Oasis Springs is actually compared side by side the 3 earliest stuff packs that we had, which was party stuff, then we have perfect patio stuff, and finally we have cool kitchen stuff. And then the 3 latest packs that we've had for The Sims 4, which are Moschino stuff, then we have tiny living, and we also have nifty knitting. Obviously, the luxury party stuff, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 new items that came with this pack, which, if we were still getting this today, there would be uproar. And yeah, at the time I was probably excited for them because I was excited for brand new content. And like I said, I do use the like chocolate or like drink fountain an awful lot when I host parties. However, do I think it's worth $7.99? Not really, especially for this stuff and a creator sim that I don't really use. Then we have a perfect patio, which in my honest opinion is kind of made redundant by the fact that we got the 20th anniversary hot tub, and therefore like the main interactable item that you're paying for in this pack is hot tubs, whereas we already have one in base game now. Yes, it does include some cute outdoor furniture. It also includes a kitchen set, which I know the builders in you are going to be like, Molly, of course we should still like support this pack because it has a kitchen. Kitchens are the holy grail of The Sims 4. They take an awful lot of time to create because of all the different types of assets that are included in a kitchen, and we don't get them very frequently, especially not as much as I would personally like to. I love kitchens. Kitchens are like my favorite room in the house. I think they add so much personality to a house. So I get that builders are like getting what they're given here and they're like, absolutely, I'm snapping this up for a brand new kitchen. But it is kind of made redundant by the fact that we have hot tubs in base game to me, and then cool kitchen. I have a distaste for this pack. I truly dislike this pack. That's not to say I don't use it, because I probably do use the cooker and like fridge a fair amount. However, I just dislike it. I don't really like the color combinations. I never use the ice cream maker, like at all. Never in my Sims home. Again, it comes with another kitchen, which I know builders very much enjoy. However, you're spending like $7.99 in pounds for a kitchen, which, I mean, fair play to you if you are a builder, but I never really use this enough. But then we go over to Moschino, which included these digital photo frames. I'll hold my hands up and say I don't use them that often, but they are technically a new, like, gameplay item, decorative item that we've never really had in The Sims 4 before now. We have the little tripod, which this is one of my favorite things that was like brought into this pack, is the fact that you can have your Sims go out with another Sim, have them pose in like any area of the world. You also have the little like posing station over here where they can stand. I love the freedom of photography. Yes, I know photography originally came with Get to Work. However, I do think this is worth it for the upgrade. I absolutely love it. I play with creative Sims quite a lot, so it makes sense to me that I enjoy this so much. And I also think that the furniture's really cool. Yeah, Creator Sim isn't up there for me. I don't really use Moschino Creator Sim, minus the boots that look like Doc Martens and the high heels. Obviously, this came with a brand new career, which was the fashion photography freelancer career, which was the first time in The Sims 4 that a pack had ever come with a new career. So this was really where we saw the turnaround of like gameplay also also being really affected by a stuff pack. Obviously, with Tiny Living, the like one new interactable object that is like sells the pack and always has done in The Sims 4 is the Murphy bed. However, we also got these like little TV hubs, which are a bookshelf, a stereo, and a TV all in one, which is a really cool like combi object. I really like these. I love the design of Tiny Living. I love every single element of this stuff pack. And again, this stuff pack introduced new gameplay when it came to the building challenges. So you can build a micro home, a tiny home, and also what's the last one that you can build? A small home. I love this. I think it's such a cool feature of this pack. Like, I'm not really a builder and I absolutely adore this pack. It's one of my favorites ever in The Sims 4. And then we have nifty knitting stuff, which is definitely the biggest stuff pack we've had so far. Paranormal stuff may even overtake that. Obviously, I haven't played it yet, but it does seem like we're getting an awful lot of gameplay content when it comes to paranormal. So for nifty knitting, we obviously had the rocking chairs, which was the new sort of interactable object, but then we also got the knitting baskets, which allowed your Sims to earn a brand new skill in the game. Like I said, there was the aspiration. There is also Plopsy as well, which is in itself pretty much a career. Yes, you can't earn as much money as you usually can from like traditional careers in The Sims 4. However, you can earn money and like do a little side hustle by selling not just knitting stuff, but this affects like base game and everything before this pack. Like a lot of the stuff that you can make in the game can be sold on Plopsy, which is incredible. And then finally we have this lot right here, which basically includes all of the new and interactable objects that we got in the stuff packs. There's a couple of things that aren't included. For example, with Vintage Glamour, obviously you have the vanities, however you also have butlers. And then in toddler stuff, yes, you have the like play area for toddlers, but you also do get toddler play dates. So there has been like gameplay before Moschino stuff. I feel like this definitely had a little bit of gameplay with the toddler playdates, and this with the butlers, and obviously this and being able to watch films in movie hangout stuff and carving pumpkins. However, none of it's really like deeply affected the gameplay up until these three packs, especially when it comes to careers and skills. But my first pet stuff really felt like the turnaround for this, because obviously this was an outlier of The Sims 4. This very much felt like it should have been included with cats and dogs. I fully still do not agree with the fact that there's basically a DLC of a DLC. I don't think they should have had the cats and dogs element in this pack. I think it should have been its own standalone thing if they wanted like small animals. I don't think they should have included the stuff for cats and dogs, because the fact that you need an expansion to buy a stuff pack for half the pack to work doesn't ever sit right with me. I will throw my hands up and say I do like the small animals. I think they're really cute. I love my Sims and like my kids being able to have them in their bedrooms. And I also do use the disease an awful lot of the time because I like killing my Sims. What can I say? However, again, this didn't include any like new skills, nor did it include a career of any sort. So good job, Sims team. I know I don't say it too often, but I should say it more about these stuff packs. And that is why from this point forward, I will probably be the biggest supporter of the Sims 4 stuff packs. I thoroughly have enjoyed them, and they've really changed my gameplay more than I ever thought a stuff pack would. Like the fact that these latest three have cost the same amount, or did they change a little bit? They might have increased in price over the years by like a couple of quid in the UK. I know that's not the same for every territory. I know in some areas of the world, stuff packs are definitely more expensive than what they are in the UK. However, I think that like the latest three aren't even comparable to what we used to get. So that was pretty much my thoughts on stuff packs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you feel about them. Do you feel like stuff packs packs have changed for the better over the years. What stuff packs would you also love to see? Especially now that we have this like new normal of it including gameplay and like actually affecting your Sims. I want to know what you would like the team to do next with stuff packs. Like, I really do think they could explore some really cool routes, and I hope that this is the new standard. I really, truly hope that Moschino is the new standard for stuff packs. And if anything, I think the difference between My First Pet stuff and the latest three that we've had really just goes to show just how important feedback is. Like, My First Pet stuff had the loudest reaction ever to a stuff pack, and I don't know if it was like that was the reason. I think it was definitely part of it, and I always encourage people to give feedback to the team. Like, I encourage it on my channel. I try and give as much feedback from my comments, from what I see on Twitter, and I just think that we should all continue to give constructive feedback that they can actually work from. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye!